Welcome back, pure structure traders, for another market analysis for the London session and potentially into the US session. Today is February 25th, 2021 here in Hawaii, and is going to be February 26th, 2021 in London. We're going to be going over S&P 500 and also gold today, so let's go ahead and get into it. Here we are looking at S&P 500. You could see we're in a consolidational phase right now. We have a top level of resistance at 38.3825 and a support coming in at 38.0650. You did have a nice double bottom move right into this area here for the long opportunity, which we got, but want to see if we can actually pull this back up into these 30s right around this area here. Is first target level to take that off 22 to right around high side of about 30. See if we can pop that back up. But major level of support there you can see happening and going on. We want to see this market get into those 30s and then from there try to pull all the way back up into the level of 38.25. Very nice, easy to see double bottom move right there on S&P 500. Let's go ahead and take a smaller look here on S&P so you guys can see what it looks like on the smaller end. Let's clear off those two lines there, but pretty easy to trade this range. You want to go low and high there. You can see S&P here, even on this chart, nice double bottom again happening right in this area, 1 and 2, and a pop to the upside. Wanted to see if we can break through this area, and then again you can see why we're going to be targeting right around there, those 25s, and then high side 30s. Then through that level we're going to try to get those 38 to 40s back to the upside. But again, consolidation, sideways consolidational movement. Best areas 38.0650 for support, 38.3825 for resistance. If you're trying anything in between, you can. It's nothing wrong, but your next levels of interest are going to be somewhere around this area here, between these 23 to 27.75 area, to see if that holds that resistance. If not, you may not want to play in between these areas. You may just want to let it come to the exhaustive area of about 38 to 40 and then see if it can get through or fail that level, and then look for a downside movement from there. So if we do get back up into this area and then get that resistance happening, we may get an actual pull down. If we get support right in this area, again, you may get a nice pull right back up. But anytime you do that, you want to just go straight to the middle, especially in consolidational phases or sideways movement. First target is middle area. Second target is then going to be the exhaustive top or bottom areas that you're looking at. So again, top and bottom 0650 as your support, 38.25 as your level of resistance. Best to go ahead and see the market exhaust at those levels, bounce, and then look to trade them from there. Again, you can see the market tore up above it a little bit and then started to make its movement down back below. Now when we failed right here, this was a great area for a continued short, back down to the downside there for continue short, continue short, continue short, and you can see the market continuing all the way back down to support there to pop right back up. So good opportunities there, and there will always be more opportunities, so no sense in rushing in this game that we play, guys. You want to make sure that you're taking the best trade opportunities or the highest probability trades that you got and then putting them on. You're always going to be putting risk on, but you want to make sure that when you are putting that risk on, you have the highest probability of trying to win that trade. Again, it's not about the outcome of the trade, it's about the actual process. You want to focus on your performance when trading, not the performance of the actual trade. But let's go ahead and move into gold here real quickly, give you guys some ideas of what's going on. Gold, similar. You can see a nice big double bottom movement that we had. Let me go ahead and actually take this off so I can scroll it here. So we had a nice big double bottom movement right off level of support here, 1755.4. You want to see this market come back into this area of 64.2 first. So we actually may see us gradually climb right into that, this gold. If we fail it, we can actually see the market maybe try to pull back into this support. But best area of support right here is 1755.4. I did miss that trade because I was focusing on S&P, but again, nice opportunity. Now if we fail to get either above this level, you can try, or see if you can get this level right here, 1766.9. If the market fails this area, you can actually look for the market to dip down below. You're either going to try to take the trade at the top, or you're going to let the market dip underneath this level of 64.2 and fail to get above it, and that will be a good opportunity to try that downside again. That will be a nice head and shoulders pattern that happens, or a double top head and shoulders pattern that could potentially happen there as well. So we'll see what takes place there on gold. Again, levels of resistance above that though, 71.3. We got some more above that, but we'll just focus on what we have as of current, which is support right at 1755.4, and then again 1771.3 as a main level of resistance. Above that, you're going to see those 82.8s, and maybe even another level earlier, somewhere around these 77, 76s. So we'll see. Let's take a look at a smaller chart here on gold, give you guys an idea of what we're looking at. So even on this smaller chart, you can see, slightly zooming out, we're going to have some slight resistance coming right into this area here. Right, and maybe even a little bit above that, but again, more of a main level for me is going to be those 64.2s and see what happens there. So if we do fail this level though, that could be a minor level you look out for, and then try to get that market to come down. But given that it bounced off a strong level of support, we may actually just see a tear through, but it's best to watch it, watch that structure movement. Right, if it fails to say get right at this level, bounces, may start to tear back up. Again, you want a market to come into your levels and show you structure that you can understand. If you don't get that opportunity, then just patiently wait. Again, a lot of trading has to do with psychology and discipline, discipline, discipline. I know that's said time and time and time and time again from a lot of different traders, including myself. A lot of things we say can be repetitive, but the importance of listening, understanding, taking that in, and applying it in your trading is very, very important, because as you continue to try to do this as a day job, all right, and you step into your office on your chair and you go to trade after you do your analysis, you got to make sure what type of trader you're going to be. You're going to be that emotional trader. You're going to let that side of you take over. If you are, you're going to blow out the account. There's a huge chance that happens. But if you're going to be that type of person that has a set of rules, that has a process to trading, understands what they're looking at, and then attempts the trade based off of their process and rules, no matter how the trade works out, win or lose, your performance on that trade is an excellent performance because you followed your specific process and rules, right? So again, it's not so much about the outcome of the trade, but more so about the actual process and the performance that you have as a trader every day. That's how you can set some goals. Again, the market's going to do whatever it wants to do, right? So it's not necessarily about setting a goal of a figure amount. It's more so about setting goals to better yourself each time you step into the trade. So when you review your trades every day, you want to sit back and look at your trades and see what you could have done better. Maybe you've entered too high. Maybe you'd impulsively jumped in. Maybe you FOMO traded in. Maybe you didn't let enough confirmation happen and the trade took you out. What is it that you're doing good in your trades, and what is that you can work on? That's how you set your goals, because when it comes to money figures, trying to set goals there, a lot of times it's not necessarily realistic that way. So hopefully that helps you guys, but that is going to be our levels there for the London session and potentially into the US session. If we are past those levels for gold and S&P in the US session, again, we will do another analysis and then revamp those levels based off of where we're at. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys did, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you guys are, really appreciate you guys watching these videos. If you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. If not, you guys take care. Have a great night.